Hey guys, it's Wifi here, and this is take 2 because the first time we did this, we accidentally did it at level 50. So, this is going to be a Little Cup battle, and a lot of you have followed me for Little Cup, and I'm so excited to be doing it again. One of my friends, Zabuza, gave me a bunch of 6th Gen Little Cup Pokemon, so if you want to follow someone else who does Little Cup and Pokemon and all that stuff, his link will be in the description. And then the person I'm battling is CrobatFTW, and he's one of my good friends, and the only other Little Cup battle I had in 6th Gen is on my channel against him, so it's a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy it, because if you want more Little Cup, just leave a like. Leave a like and there'll be more. Because I have a box full of just 6th Gen stuff, and then I just need to take care of the other stuff. So, I think he might lead off with Ferocity to set up Stealth Rock, Spikes maybe, or Magnemite, which can not U-turn, but Volt Switch is also useful. So on my team today, I'm having a Fletchling, a Froakie, Chinchou, Bunnelby, Tyrant, and Dratini. I wanted to have a nice selection of 6th Gen stuff in here, so I am going to lead off with Tyrant and set up Stealth Rocks, unless he leads off with something that's not too favorable, like honestly maybe Frillish, but like nothing on his team really has any ice moves, so I think I'm pretty good here. And I think I have a Focus Sash just in case, or an Eviolite. Either way, I think leading off with Tyrant is pretty good, and I can get up Stealth Rocks depending on what he leads off with. So I am so excited. You guys don't even know. You guys don't even know, because I miss doing this so much, and it's really late at night, so that's why I'm kind of quiet. So yeah, it's late at night, but I have so much energy. So he leads off with Meowth, which he might either fake out or pretty much fake out. I know they can have that, unless I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong. But I'm just going for these Stealth Rock. I'm just going to get up Rocks. Rocks are useful to have, although not. I mean, sometimes things have Focus Sash here. Sometimes, so. Alright, he switches out, and we'll see what he goes back into. Not back into, but what he switches into. And he goes into his Ferrothorn, alright. Which is actually fine, because I could just go into, the only thing is I don't have a spinner. So, once he sets up Rocks, then, you know, that's where my Fletchling is going to be at a disadvantage. So, I'm just going to switch out, and then I'm going to go into Fletchling now, because I think he's just going to set up Stealth Rocks. So, yeah, he goes for the Stealth Rock, and I have no way of getting rid of it. I didn't really have a Rapid Spinner, or I just didn't bother to bring one. I probably should have brought, like, Staryu or something for Rapid Spin, but either way, I think, I want to say he's not going to stay in, but, because that'd be too obvious. That'd be too obvious if he stayed in. But he can't do anything to me. So, he can't do anything to me. You can't do, except paralyze me. You can paralyze me. You know what? Screw it. Flame Charge. Flame Charge. He withdraws. Like, I was contemplating just Swords Dancing, but that's not really gonna do much for me. Yeah, I should just got. It's either it was Swords Dance, but I can't even go for Acrobatics because I still didn't use up the Berry Juice. That does nothing. And that was a crit. Raised her speed though. I really think Scald is gonna do way too much for me to stay in. So, I mean, I could go into Froakie or Dratini. They both resist it. Or I could just go into Chinchou. Chinchou is probably the best option here because you can threaten him out with the electric type attack. I really hate withdrawing a Fletchling because the rocks are up, but I kind of have to at this point. Like, I just have to. I have to, that's the thing. So, yeah, he just goes for the water type attack. It really shouldn't do that much, especially because I'm a Violate. Yeah, it does just like nothing. We're good. We're good. So, the Thunder Wave, I mean, the Thunder Wave is pretty obvious. The electric type attack is really obvious. So what do you go into? Maybe Ferocity? He's not going to stay in. 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 Alright, so I'm so certain he's not staying in because he knows he needs this thing for Fletchling. Let's see what you have on Froakie. Froakie's not a really good option. I just have a feeling he's gonna go back into Pharaoh Seed to resist the... Alright, we're good. We're going into Dratini. I think he's gonna go back into Pharaoh Seed, so I can go into Dratini. I have Fire Blast. So hopefully I'm right. Hopefully I'm right. Hopefully I'm not messing up here. And he withdraws. Okay, he withdraws, so we're alright. Yep, he goes back in Pharaoh Seed. Okay, we're good. I mean, we're kind of good, but I'm just going to go straight up for Fire Blast. I mean, I could Dragon Dance if I wanted to, but if he wants to switch back out into the Frillish, then I could just attack him from the physical side. Although the only... No, he withdraws. He's probably going back in Frillish, but still, Stealth Rock damage counts. Stealth Rock damage counts. Snubbull is fine, too. Snubbull is fine. He was probably just expecting Dragon-type attack, but... Or Intimidate. Intimidate doesn't really do anything for my Fire Blast, but it's alright. At least we land it. And he resists it. But now that we have to watch out for that, the only thing that resists Fairy, I don't have any Steel types. So it puts me in a kind of crappy position here. If he just goes for... Honestly, I don't know what they carry this generation, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm kind of just sacking off Tyrant here. I'm kind of just sacking him off. Because that's the one thing that with the pokes I picked, I Power Punch. I don't have a not a fighting type, I don't have a steel type, I don't have a poison type. I honestly, the best thing for me to do right now is just roar it out. Just roar it out. You can earthquake me. I'm dead. I am dead. I am dead. Tyrant has way too many weaknesses. It just means I can't go into Chinchou because of that. I really think he's not gonna stay in if I bring in Fletchling here. He's not gonna stay in. So. Okay, Fletchling doesn't take a lot. I thought it was gonna take half, like it does, like Talonflame does, but this is not as bad. This is not as bad at all. But I think I'm just going for Acrobatics. We're just going for Acrobatics here, because if he goes into Frillish, at least it's neutral damage. Neutral damage is good. Everyone loves neutral damage. So, alright. How much do you do Acrobatics? Not a lot because I still have an item. And that was a crit. That was a crit. That was a crit. I'm like, it's borderline, but I would need another crit to deal with that. Frillish, you can't do much. The thing is, this time I think he's gonna assume I'm switching out. This time I think he's gonna assume I'm switching out. So I'm going for Acrobatics again. Yes, he thought I would switch. No. No. It still sucks, but I mean, if I went for the fire move, that does nothing. That does nothing. Alright, Magnemite. You literally cannot touch Chinchou because of Volt Absorb, and I resist Flash Cannon, so that's an easy switch for me there. I have no problems with... Okay, withdraws again. Okay. I'm fine with that. I am fine. Okay, this Snubbull is giving me the most problems. I'm fine with him intimidating that. I can bring in Chinchou. He's probably gonna go into what'd you call it? Pharaoh Seed here. Alright, Pharaoh Seed. Pharaoh Seed, you're a problem. I gotta take care of one of these things eventually, you know? But if he brings in Pharaoh Seed can't really do much to a... I'm just going for a Scald. Pharaoh Seed cannot do much to me. So alright, I'm fine with just going for Scald. I mean, maybe I'll get a burn. A Body Slam. You can't paralyze me, though. It does a lot, and it's... Oh, great. Critical hits everywhere. Critical hits everywhere. Volt Switch would kill at this range, right? He still could save this thing for Intimidate, which is why I think he might switch out. Yes. 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 Alright. That is so perfect. perfect right now. That is so perfect. That is so perfect. Getting rid of this thing is so perfect right now. So freaking perfect. I could go into... I mean, granted, the only thing is that... right now, if I bring in Fletchling, then I'm taking some damage. I think I'm going to go Froakie. I'm going to go Froakie if the matchup isn't favorable, because he can switch in a counter really easily. Probably going to be something like Ferroseed, unless this thing is Hidden Power Fire, which I didn't check for yet, or something weird like that, but I'm Scarfed. I can easily U-turn out if I have to, or if I just don't like the matchup, I can just U-turn out. And I've got a pretty diverse move pool for whatever he wants to bring in, whether it's Meowth or anything else, so I'm fine. I'll take a Meowth, and in this case, I'm just going for a Hydro Pump. Just gonna go for okay, Fake Out. There's the Fake Out. Oh, Normal Gem. I don't like that. That does a lot. I want to say he's gonna switch out this time into Ferroseed. I want to say he's going to switch out into Ferroseed. Or I could just go for the Hydro Pump. I mean, I still want to keep this thing because it's Scarfed. But what else is a Meowth going to do to me? Because, you know what? Screw it, Hydro Pump. Screw it, Hydro Pump. Screw it, Hydro Pump. Yes, okay. Okay. Good. Good. Good, okay. I was going to say, I don't want to overpredict. He switches in Ferroseed, then I could have just... By the way, if I end up mistaking the small pokes for their actual third, whatever, their final evolutions, then I apologize. It's just force of habit. It really is. But I know that Ferroseed cannot really do anything to me. So Dratini is the way to go for me right now. Dratini is the way to go. His Snubbull is weakened. Granted, he can Spring and Snubbull, but the fire move, he has no Frillish, so I'm good with that. So Leech Seed is fine. If he's like Leech Seed Protect, it's annoying, but he can't really do much else. And if he goes into the Snubbull, then the Intimidate, I mean, I'm fine with getting intimidated. I'm going for the Fire Blast either way because I really have no reason not to. Basically, I have no reason not to go for Fire Blast. So, whether he wants to Protect, if he has Protect, it's in. He definitely has Stealth Rock and probably Gyro Ball and Leech Seed. So, okay, no Protect, that's fine. If he goes into Snubbull, I think no, because Snubbull probably would have died from a Fire Blast. We'll see how much a Zubat takes. So, do damage. You resist. And then he has the... Oh, not Orin. Maybe Orin? Yeah, Orin. Oranberry, I always forget, is still... It's legal this generation, so that's always fun. It used to... Not Orin. Yeah, Orin. It was Berry Juice that was illegal last gen. Going off on tangents. Just going off on tangents. I'm honestly not really too sure what a Zubat can do to me, but now that Frillish is gone, I don't really have any use for keeping Chinchou around, except for Magnemite, but Magnemite. I do have a use for keeping Chinchou around, and that is Magnemite. Do I have a use for keeping Dratini around? Not as much. Not as much. I honestly just want to go for Extreme Speed to get damage off on it at this point. You know what? I'm Dragon Dancing. I'm Dragon Dancing. I have a Violite. I can live a Brave Bird. Okay? Right? Maybe. If I'm not, then I'm just wrong. But yeah. I hoped. He'll take some recoil. I really want to go into Fletchling here. The other problem is, you know what? No, we're going into Froakie. Froakie is the best option here because I'm Scarfed, so I'm outspeeding. I can Ice Beam it. If he decides to switch into something like Ferroseed, then that takes neutral damage, at least, plus whatever the stab from Protean is. And if he switches out and comes back in later, then he's also taking Stealth Rock damage. The only thing I'm worried about is if he goes into Magnemite, but then I could just go into the Chinchou, which granted I'm at low health, but hopefully I can. We're actually still at a tie here. This is a really good game. This is a really good game. I can't wait until more of you guys get to play, because not a lot of people play Little Cups. So after the giveaway thing that I'm doing with Zabuza, we're gonna be giving away Little Cup Pokemon. So kind of get more people into it, and then maybe I can make some tutorials on how to either salve them or train them and whatnot. So if you guys really want to get into this tier, it's kind of annoying because you have to get everything to level 5, but it's a fun tier. So if you actually haven't ever tried it, you can always go on Showdown, make a team, and just like ladder for fun. So this is me just filling time and talking, because there really isn't much other way to fill time. Okay, maybe, I don't know if he thought I wasn't scarfed or if he was scarfed too, I don't know. But either way, this Ice Beam should definitely kill a Zubat. Or he just sacked it off, but that's fine. I love you, Froakie. You are doing so well, Froakie. I love you. So, we are at 4-3. Ferocity comes back in. The nuisance here. Now, I don't want to directly switch in Fletching. I'm going into, what do you have for moves, Bunnelby? You know what, I almost want to go into Bunnelby because I need this thing. I need this thing because I know it's going to outspeed the Magnemite. I need this thing. I think Bunnelby is the most expendable thing I have. I don't really think it's going to help me against anything right now. He has a Magnemite that's not going to help me against it. Pharaoh Seed that's not going to help me against it. He's just going to Leech Seed me. His other Pokemon is... It escaped my mind, and I know I'm going to have people remind me, so... I didn't get to take a team preview of this one, sadly. But... if he wants to attack me, I'm bulk up. I kind of have to bulk up here. I kind of have to, so I'm going to bulk up. At least I can hit him for neutral damage and Earthquake. That's about it, so... And if he wants to, the thing is, if he kills me off, that's fine. Spikes is fine. It doesn't affect Fletchling. It affects Froakie. So if he gets, okay, so his Spikes, Spikes, Leech Seed, Stealth Rock, and probably last one is like an attacking move in like Power Whip or something. But either way, I'm gonna bulk up again. I think I have a Violet on this thing or Berry Juice. I'm not entirely sure, but. Yeah, Gyro Ball is his last. It's really not going to do much after 2 bulk ups. Yeah, that does like nothing. The Leech Seed is doing more, which is the nuisance here. So at this point, at +2, I kind of have to attack. I have to attack with Earthquake. Quick Attack is resisted, so it's not going to do much, but my main goal right now is just get off damage on it. That does a good amount. I am happy with that damage. I am really happy with that damage. Thank you, Critical Hits. Thank you, Critical Hits. What would I be doing without you? Fletchling, you are the best option right now because he has no fire resist. So, I mean, in the end, I was trying to get rid of the Bunnelby anyway to get this thing in safely. And so we're just gonna Flame Charge here because he has Magnemite, who's weak to it, and then he's got this guy who's probably sacking off at this point to bring in Magnemite safely, I think. Probably. Because Magnemite usually is Choice Scarfed. I think his other one is Snubbull, unless I already killed that one. I don't quite remember. But even if Snubbull comes in with the Intimidate, my Fire Tap Attack really won't be doing much, but his Snubbull is kind of weakened. So okay, he lets the Pharaoh Seed die. Finally. So if he brings in the Iron Barbs, Berry Juice will kick in here, so I'm fine with that. Actually, that helps me out because I just get health back. So I'm fine with that. The only thing is, I know he's gonna bring in Magnemite now. Pretty sure he's gonna bring in Magnemite. And then what's gonna happen is I'm probably going into Chinchou. Or the snubble too. After an intimidate, I know these things can be bulky. After I used up my item though. I used up my item, so I think I'm gonna go for the acrobatics regardless and hope it kills. He withdraws. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to get intimidate off. All right, we'll get some damage off on the Magnemite. But acrobatics does more now because I used up my berry juice. Not that much more, like 1 HP more, but I have no choice but to go into Chin Chow. Although the good news is, pretty much if I get Froakie safely, that's probably gonna net me the game. Probably. One thing is gonna have to get sacked, whether it's probably the Chin Chow, because the Chin Chow is the useless thing here, really. If he decides to go for an electric type attack, he's just going to give me Volt Absorb, and if he goes for the steel type attack, then after 2 hits, I'm probably going to die, and I'm probably, at this point, I'm probably sacking Chin Chow, because I think after 2 hits, the steel type attack is probably going to kill me. He has no choice, he has to. Actually, right, Spikes is a thing. Spikes is a thing. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot that Spikes is a thing. I don't know if Froakie can live. I totally did not calculate that. I don't think Froakie can live. I don't think Froakie can live. I'm not risking the miss. I'm going for the surf. I'm going for the surf. I live at 1. I'm like, oh, I totally miscalculated that. But you can do it here, Froakie. You're a choice scarfed, and you can do it here. You can. Oh, I totally miscalculated that. Stab surf. I can kill him, right? Yes. Okay. Should never doubt myself. Unless he's got a priority attack, I'm good. This was such a good game. This is the perfect game for me to be uploading, showing that I'm getting back into Little Cup. And if you guys enjoyed it, you can leave a like, because it just, this is what a lot of people have been asking for. So I am so glad that you guys enjoy it. You guys show the support and everything. This was such a good game. So feel free to check out my opponent's channel. And as always, I love you guys so much. So very much. There. And have a nice day. It's kind of night here. Have a nice day, evening, morning, wherever you are. So I love you guys, and bye.